This is TWiT.
This is the new phone. This is the funny thing. I still have a Note 8, and on the face of it,
Hold on, Leo, turn theirs to me.
I can't tell the difference between the Note 8 and the Samsung Galaxy S9. There is a difference.
There is. I mean,
one's a little bigger,
tiny bit bigger. So I'm saying this is probably the Note.
I think
maybe?
you're right. You could tell as soon as you turn it around. Because
yeah, there we go.
The Galaxy S9 is in lovely purple.
Or turn it to the bottom because one of them has a stylus and one of them
doesn't.
There you go.
Yeah. But there isn't that much difference, frankly, between the Note 8 and the Samsung's Galaxy S9. I can't decide which one I want to carry. I have to say I really am liking the S9. They fixed one problem that is a big problem with previous Samsung fingerprint readers. On the Note 8, they put the fingerprint reader next to the camera.
It sounds like a good idea,
It was never the right place. It was also weird feeling. They finally, on the S9, they've moved the fingerprint reader where it belongs, kind of below the camera in the middle. It still feels weird because it's square. That's not the shape of my finger, but it's okay. It works. I think the reason it's this way is when you first register a fingerprint, you can swipe this. So unlike Apple, where you have to keep tap, 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 one swipe is enough to register the full fingerprint.
Interesting.
So I think
approach.
I think that works pretty well. This is a dual camera if you get the S9 Plus, and one of the things that's really interesting, it has a mechanical iris.
Yes,
so a two-blade shutter that opens and closes the lens to give more light or less light. F1.5, which is the fastest of any smartphone.
They had a great demonstration during the big Samsung event where they turned the house lights down and it was still able to take a very nice, clear exposure.
You know, I have to say, the camera on this is very good. DxOMark gave it, I think a 101, very high mark, which means it's basically equivalent to a DSLR. On the other hand, if you look at each individual rating on the S9 Plus, there are areas where the Google Pixel 2 XL beats it. There are areas where the iPhone 10 beats it. So I would just say they're all roughly the same. Some have, this is probably better in low light, for instance. It does have a thing that they've made a lot of hay out of, which I think is completely stupid. In fact, somebody called me and said, my wife really wants to get an S9 because of this great Emoji thing it's doing. They call them AR emojis.
It's a disease we've inherited from the eyesight.
This comes from Samsung, from Apple. So what I'll do, let me see if I can do this. You get your face in there, and for best results, remove glasses and clear away hair. It may not like the hat. And smile with your lips closed and give it a whirl. So it's now going to, male or female? What do you think? I'll choose male for today. And then it's going to create an emoji. Now this rapidly goes into the uncanny valley. This is what it thinks I look like. That is not.
That hat shadow. That's the hat shadow.
No, that's my hair. That's my hair. I could choose different hair, by the way. You can even change the face a little bit. I don't think that looks more like me. Let's choose some different hair. What do you say? I'm definitely a gray guy, so I'm going to put gray hair on me, right? You could change the face a little bit. Does it look like me? Oh, I like the curly hair.
I mean, in the sense that it has skin and you have skin, yes, I guess.
I didn't have glasses on, but I could give myself some nerdy frames if I want to.
I don't think.
No.
This is not doing it for me.
No frames? How about a better outfit? That is the worst outfit. What is it, a peanut? It's crazy. That says figure.
Now you've got like the Steve Jobs attire.
Yeah, isn't that? That's very Steve Jobs.
That's the Ellen DeGeneres attire.
There you go. I kind of like that. I do look like Ellen, don't I? It's Sgt. Pepper's one and only lonely. Yeah, or Michael Jackson. Oh, now I'm in Cheap Trick. I'm the schoolboy. Yeah. I don't know. I can't decide.
See, here's the thing, though. That is a very market-specific feature. If you go to Korea, everyone's doing this.
They're dressed like that?
Well, no. I mean, they love this Emoji thing.
Oh,
they love being able to do that. Here, we don't really. It's an oddity. We probably do it just to see how it works. I don't see me using this on a
This is what
basis.
I ended up choosing as a suit and tie.
No, you look like Bill Clinton.
I do. I did not have sex with that woman.
Wait.
Okay, so that's one thing. I wouldn't buy it for that. On the other hand, super slow-mo.
Okay,
I want you to do something fast.
Ready?
Wait a minute, hold on a second. I got to get you. See where the square is, Jerry? That's what we're going to try to get the action. And press the record button.
Get the gels out.
And start recording. Go. Now, don't record too long because it's 960 frames a second. So it means 1 second's going to play back. What is that? Well, let's see. Let's see what happens.
I might have given myself a concussion.
With Father Robert and the. Oh.
Wait, that was regular.
Hey.
Wait.
Hey.
Hold on.
This is going to autoplay.
Where's my super slow-mo?
Yeah, see, it's not doing the. It's not doing the super slow-mo. Am I doing something wrong?
Did I concuss myself for nothing?
Yeah, let me. Oh, but meanwhile, this is my feeling about that. Actually, it's
so
kind of.
sad.
It's kind of fun.
They actually brought the slow-mo guys onto stage, and they did a demonstration.
Well, apparently we
really
should
good.
get the slow-mo guys in here. Why is it not slow-moing? The slider? I don't see the slider though.
This is a failure of UI, folks. The super slow-mo is one of the most anticipated features on this.
I was able to do it earlier.
Really easy to get.
Yeah. Maybe at the 3 dots. You think I need to do the?
No, the one below the play bar.
There, the play bar. Where's the play bar? I don't see any play bar.
Okay, we need technical support. Is there anyone from Samsung in the chat room who could tell us how to kick off the super slow-mo mode?
Oh, those 3 dots.
Oh, here we go.
All right, let's go back to Father Robert. Clearly, we have now figured out the mystery. Stop. Okay. How do I get back to?
See, this is what I don't like. They changed the interface just
so
enough
confusing.
so that what used to work doesn't work anymore.
And there is no after-the-fact super slow-mo.
No.
Oh, well.
No.
You get the idea. It's okay. It's cool. 960 is really amazing. I don't think there's any phone that goes that slow. And they say it makes everything awesome. Yeah, if you happen to have this, it's great. But it's not, you know.
People aren't shooting in 960 just for giggles. You're specifically setting up a slow-mo mode.
That, in a nutshell, is really what's wrong with a lot of what Samsung does. It's great if you like a lot of controls, a lot of buttons, a lot of switches. It is sometimes a confusing UI because it does so much. The Samsung camera has super slow-mo. It has AR Emoji. It has wide selfie. What are you saying, wide selfie? What do you mean, wide selfie?
That's mine.
It has a deep focus, depth of focus. Hold your phone at arm's length for best result. See how Jerry's out of focus. That's actually a great selfie. Wait a minute. All right, I take it back. I love this phone. All right, I'll tweet that so you can see Jerry out of focus behind me. You can make stickers out of it, all sorts of things like that. Now, it is a the Samsung Exynos in the rest of the world, but in the U.S., it's a Qualcomm Snapdragon 845. That's the new super fast Qualcomm. It also has the gigabit radio in it. And I think this phone will support, I'm not sure, will it support 5G?
I mean, it's going to eventually. That standard's not even standardized.
I know. What does it even mean? Yeah. There's something also in here that I find very intriguing. Samsung's always had a heartbeat monitor that's actually quite accurate in here. See that underneath the flash? There's a little electronic sensor. It actually will measure your heart rate. And I believe it will also, and this would be huge, Samsung is not talking about it yet, it will do blood pressure. And here's why I believe it. There is a study from the University of California at San Francisco to measure body and mind activity, and they say we're measuring, in fact, I'll do it right now if you want, we're measuring your blood pressure. Put your finger on the sensor, sit down to measure, and I'm going to cover the sensor back here. But what it doesn't do is give you
to the same level as your heart.
It doesn't give you the, I'm not supposed to make any noise, so this is going to be a bad reading. It doesn't give you the blood pressure it's reading, or maybe it will in a few weeks. That's kind of unclear. But if it can capture blood pressure,
the problem is you have to stay still and you have to have it in the perfect position.
But that's true of any. Oh, I got to do it. I got to do some more. Let me do it again. Here.
Yeah.
So that's true of any blood pressure reading. I mean, a cuff is a little bit more forgiving. But nevertheless, if you can do it just sitting still.
Well, it's like what the health devices, the watches and the Fitbits have done for just basic heart rate and body temperature. It's now giving us more data points throughout the day that are very easy to do, so why wouldn't you? If you have a longer picture, a longer image of how your health is over the course of a day, you can make much better judgments.
So this says, and I don't think University of California, San Francisco would lie to me, great, we've captured your blood pressure. Now it's going to ask me a few questions. Oh, my blood pressure is high right now. It's 5.5% over baseline.
Oh, you are presenting.
Who's currently with you? No one, stranger, family, or friends. Stranger.
Oh, okay. See, that gets kind of dangerous. Now it's like, okay, who affects your blood pressure?
How are you feeling? Positive and activated, negative and activated, positive. So this is going to be not a longitudinal, a wide area study with lots of people, they think, I guess, using the S9. I think that's pretty good. I'm feeling positive and activated. How intensely positive? Active, like, you know, are you doing something that requires concentration or attention? No.
So
are you enjoying what you're doing right now?
You got to shrink in your phone.
Do you wish you were somewhere else? No. Do you feel like things are overwhelming right now? Well, a little bit. Do you feel like things are unpredictable? Oh my God, yes. And so now I've done a body and mind check-in. I think this is going to be very interesting. This is a free app you can download. You do have to sign up. You're giving data to UCSF. You might want to think about that.
Right.
But it opens this really interesting notion that maybe this is not just a heart rate sensor, but it can also measure blood pressure. The way it works with the heart rate is shining light into your finger and watching the flow of blood. That would be intriguing.
It's a wellness sensor.
It's a wellness sensor. The phone is snappy, it's fast. Yeah. I immediately take off the Samsung customizations. You see I'm using Novafil launcher. Actually, I'm using Active Desktop, an alternative launcher, because I don't like TouchWiz. But to their credit, Samsung has not larded this up with a lot of weird third-party stuff.
Thank you.
I was able to buy this unlocked day one. That's fantastic. Price is much better. For a 9, it is $720. For a 9 Plus, it's $840.
We were not expecting that. We thought $1,000 was going to be the new price.
Yeah. Samsung, as usual, has the biggest changes are in the settings. But there's some things in here that Samsung does that I think are really cool. The advanced gestures. I love it in the sound. And this is something only Samsung does, to my knowledge. You can customize the sound. That's not quite it. Let's see. You can customize the sound for your hearing with Adapt Sound. So it actually does a hearing test, or you could just say I'm over 60, you can give it your age, but I did a hearing test. It generates a custom sound curve based on your actual hearing. So there's my hearing, and you can see as an older person, my high end is attenuated. And so what it'll do is it'll equalize all the sound that comes out of this phone, particularly the sound that comes out of the, headphone jack, to a
super advanced technology.
Yes.
And it is still waterproof even with that headphone jack.
Yes.
Oh,
and there's plenty of room to put all sorts of features in here. Yes. Samsung has the courage to keep the headphone jack. So it is an EQ for my hearing, which means sound on this is fantastic. Now, they say Atmos. Atmos sound. I think Dolby's just selling the brand name just to get the word out. And they say stereo sound out of the speakers, but it sounds like any smartphone. It's tinny. It sounds like a bad transistor radio. But on headphones,
can't beat physics. Small speakers make tinny noise. That's how it works.
So all in all, I have to say, the camera's great. The phone is fast. Samsung has really, as over the years has been doing this, eliminated a lot of the weird stuff that they do with TouchWiz and made it, I think, a pretty clean Android experience. It is Oreo. It's not 8.1, it's 8. It doesn't have the March security patches, which my Pixel does. It only has February, but I think Samsung's going to pretty much keep up with the security patches. I have to say, if you don't want to buy the Pixel, which is my favorite, the Pixel 2, this is the Google phone, this is an excellent phone. And DisplayMate took a look at the screen. They say this is the closest to perfect we've ever seen, the best screen we've ever seen. And I have to agree with them. Nobody does it like Samsung with their OLED screens. And they don't sell Apple their best screens.
No.
They really don't.
They hold back. And I'd say if you're looking for a flagship phone right now, if you're in the market, this is a great choice. But if you've got an 8, or even if you've got a 7, this is not a huge upgrade.
Yeah, that's what everybody said. But on the other hand, there's some nice features in here that you might want. I think if you've got a 7, you should definitely upgrade. 8, you're right. And if you got a Note 8, it's hard to tell the difference. By the way, let me just show you. With face recognition, Samsung decided the fingerprint should stay, but they did put face recognition in, and they did something Apple doesn't do. They matched face recognition with iris recognition, and it's really fast. So watch. I'm going to do the face recognition to get into this. You'll be watching, as soon as I turn on the button, a red light will come on. That means face recognition is in process, and there it is.
Wow. Wow.
And I think that they've solved any security issues by matching iris and face recognition, kind of double biometrics. That makes me feel really good. If it's dark or, you know, you can't see me very well, fingerprint, I don't have to ever enter a code unless I want to. You will want a PIN because that encrypts the data. I got to say, I think they did that right.